back to my channel, or if this is your first time here, thanks so much for stopping by today. For today's video, I have for you one of the collaboration palettes between Sydney Grace and Temptalia. This one that I'm doing today is the On the Horizon palette. I have the light version. I'm trying to hold it where you can see what it looks like. She does a deep and a light version, so I've got the light version. So if that sounds interesting to you, then why don't we go ahead and get started. Alrighty, I am here with the swatches for the Sydney Grace x Temptalia palette called On the Horizon. So we'll start with the top one at the wrist. That one is called Heart Dog. It is described as a pale golden pewter with high shine metallic finish. Okay, second one is called second one is called Earthbound. It is a sage green base with warmer gold pearl and high shine metallic finish. Okay, the next one down, which is our first matte, is called Desert Spoon. It is described as a somewhat muted grass green with a matte finish. All right, next up we have Magellan's Light. This is a rosy copper base with flecks of green and gold sparkle over a metallic finish. Okay, and then next up, oh, this is not picking up, there we go, it's picking up the shimmer better, there we go. Okay, next up is Phoenix Awakens, which is a deeper copper with moderate warm undertones and a high shine metallic finish. The next one is called October Odyssey, and this is the light palette, so it's called October Odyssey Light, and this is described as a medium rosy pink with warm undertones and a matte finish. Next down we have Midnight Courage, which is a rich navy blue with a matte finish. Okay, and then after that we have Flying High. This is a blackened blue teal base with flecks of multicolored shimmer and sparkle. And I'm hoping y'all are seeing that sparkle. There, I think that's better. Okay. And then after that, we have Lunar Illumination. That is a rosy lavender with a golden high shine metallic sheen. Okay, next up is our last matte, and this is called Infinite Echoes Light. This is described as a mid-toned purple taupe with a matte finish. Okay, and the next is Sakura Glow. This is described as a plum with subtle warm undertones and sparkling metallic sheen. And then last but not least, we have Calming Presence. It is described as a deep blackened violet base with contrasting pearl and a metallic sheen. So here you go. This is the whole palette swatched out. You can see the shimmers really well at that angle. See just how shiny they are. So once again, thanks so much for watching. Alrighty, so I am back. We are going to be doing 3 looks with this palette. I'm going to try to make the looks as quick as possible, but just be advised that that might make this video just a little bit longer than a standard video would be, because I do 3 looks and you guys know that I'm pretty detailed with my looks to let you guys know exactly what I'm doing on my eyes. So just kind of go ahead and grab yourself a snack, a tea, coffee, whatever floats your boat, and let's go ahead and get started. So this is the palette right here. It's called On the Horizon, and this is what it looks like inside. It does have a mirror. I'm going to fold that back so it still has the plastic on it. It's a really good mirror. And then this is what the palette looks like. So you've got some blues, some purples, some greens, really pretty colors in here. So I am definitely looking forward to coming up with some looks for you guys. So let's go ahead and get started. First thing I need to do is prime my eye. Okay, so I apologize. It looks like I was not filming that. I thought I was. So all I did was I had finished out October Odyssey on both eyes. And then I added this shade called Calming Presence right here. Ooh, right here. Which is described as a deep blackened violet base with contrasting pearl and metallic sheen. So I have that there on my outer corner. Going into about the center of my lid, I'm actually going to pop off camera and do the other one real quick, and then I will be right back with y'all just for time. All right, I'm back. So there you go. That is Calming Presence on the outer portion, going to the middle of my lid. So that's what we're looking like. Next up, we're going to add Sakura Glow, the shade right here, this kind of pinky purplish shade right here. I'm going to add that from basically my center lid to my inner lid real quick. So yes, I am recording. Sorry, had to double check that one. I'm going to use the same brush. I am just cleaning it on my Vera Mona color switch. This basically takes all the pigment off the brush, which is amazing. I love it. So as you can see, there is no pigment coming off of my brush. So now I'm going to dip into Sakura Glow, and I will be spraying this one. Because Sydney Grace's shadows aren't really chunky, they're just pressed really softly. So, you know, it just helps to keep the fallout at a minimum, plus it gives a more shimmer in my opinion. So here we go. We're going to start with this eye. I'm going to start in the inner corner and then work my way up to that darker shade, that blackened violet called Calming Presence. Okay, and then I'm actually going to kind of blend these two shades together, just kind of back and forth, mostly overlaying the Sakura Glow over the Calming Presence, since it's lighter and it'll blend in better that way. But I do go back and forth. I go to the right a little bit, then I go to the left a little bit. That's how I blend those shades together. So there you go, that's how they look blended together. I'm going to pop off camera for time's sake and do the other eye. Alrighty, there we go. And I forgot to mention that I did pop in the swatches at the beginning of the video, so you should have already seen the swatches. Alright, so this is what we're looking like. I'll scoot up just a little bit so that you can see my eyes closed. I really like it. I think those shades go really well together. I think I need to blend that top shade that we started off with, October Odyssey, because I think this one right here, sorry, this is kind of a heavy palette, this one right here, because I think we lost a little bit of that. So I'm just going to quickly dip in and just blend that shade with the shimmers, just to kind of reinforce this shade and also make the blend look better. Just like that. Super quick. Looks like I made the shape different. I just realized that. Oh, sorry, y'all couldn't see that. It looks like I made the shape different on this eye versus this eye. So let me just round out. I'm going to use the opposite end. Let me just kind of round out this shade right here because I don't like it as square looking as it was. There we go. Just kind of fixing that to where it matches the other shade a little bit better. Make sure they're the same height, you know. That's what I'm doing now, is just kind of touching up where I'm noticing some flaws and then blending. And then I'll probably, when I'm off camera, I'll be fixing these eyes to make sure they match a little bit better. And then I'm going to do my complexion, and then we'll come back and we'll do the inner corner and we'll do the lower lash line. So I'll be right back with y'all. Alright, I am back. I have my complexion all done, eyebrows, all that done. I have not done mascara yet because we're still going to work on the eyes, but I've done everything else. So lips and face, eyebrows, all that's done. I will do my best, like I always do, to list down in the description box what is on my face, aside of course from the palette. So let's go ahead and work on the lower lash line. So the first thing we're going to start off with is that really dark shade right here that I have in my outer corner called Calming Presence right here. I'm going to use that, and I'm going to basically just kind of match it up and bring it to the center of my eyelid. And then the remainder I'll do this same shade that we have right here, which is called Sakura Glow. So that is my plan for my lower lash line. Nothing too extravagant. I am going to spray the brush though, because I have already set everything with powder, so it will be much more difficult to go back and clean up fallout now. So I don't want any fallout. So I'm just going to match this up kind of to the outer corner and just kind of bring this in, like I said, to the center of the lower lash line to kind of match where I have it on my upper lid. So I'm going to do that on both sides. So yep, there we go. I think I've got that where I want it. Maybe bring it down just a tad lower to cover up my little fine lines. Smoke it out a little bit. Alright, so I'm going to clean this brush off in my color switch. And so even though it's still stained, there's no pigment on the brush. So we're good. So now I'm going to dip into Sakura Glow. As a reminder, that was this shade right here, right there. So I'm going to dip into that and continue that on my lower lash line to the inner corner. Again, same thing with this one. I'm going to spray it because all of the shimmers are really softly pressed. I don't want to risk fallout again with this one. So I'm just going to kind of overlay that dark shade just a little bit so that I have a little bit of a blend there. And then I'll continue it to my inner corner. Alright, and then for my inner corner, gonna use the same brush, might as well. Clean it off with the color switch, make sure there's no pigment, no pigmentation coming off, so that's good. So now I'm going to dip into this shade right here, Lunar Illumination. This is described as a rosy lavender with golden high shine finish, which sounds perfect for my inner corner. So I'm going to dip into this, and yet again I'm going to spray my brush because again the shimmers are soft, not chunky by any means. They're just I don't know if they press them softer or that's just the way the formula is. They're just softer than their mattes are. So they pick up really easily on a brush. I've had no problem picking them up on a brush. Nice. Alright, so there you go. That is the completed look minus, you know, lashes and whatnot. So I'm going to pop off of the camera real quick and do my lashes, and I'll be right back with y'all. Alright, I'm back. I have my lashes done now. So I used the typical, not typical, but what I always use, the Kiss liner, lash glue, and black to adhere them. The lashes are House of Lashes Iconic. It's a little washed out, but they're in the style Iconic. They'll be listed below though in the description along with everything else on my face, so don't worry about that. You won't miss out on that. So this is the first look. I'm hoping to do at least 2 more, so I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see y'all in just a minute with look number 2. Okay, I am back for look number 2. So for this look, I've already primed my lids with the Urban Decay Primer Potion in Eden, because I still can't find my Ulta one. I'll find it eventually, I'm sure. But this one suits me just fine. I think we're going to play with the greens this time. So I think what I'm going to do is start off with this dark brown shade on the outer corner just to kind of deepen it up a little bit. And then I'll jump to this matte green, and then we'll play with this green shimmer. Hopefully you can see without the reflection. There we go. Yeah, this pretty green shimmer right here. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to use a little bit smaller brush. We're going to start with a packing brush. So I'm just going to use, this is a Morphe. So it looks like it's an M124. See, even with my glasses, the metallic kind of blurs together. So anyways, this is a Morphe M124. That is what I'm going to use for that dark brown to go ahead and start packing it on the outer corner. It's called Infinite Echoes, and the way Christine from Temptalia described it is mid-tone purple taupe with a matte finish. So I guess it's not brown. So let's see how this looks on the outer corner. I still think it's good enough to deepen up the green, which is what I'm going for. So I think it'll still work. I'll take it into the crease just a little bit too, and then I'll blend it with a blending brush. Woo, okay, I finally got that blended out. That was quite a tacky base, and when I'm normally blending neutral shadows, I don't usually work with a tacky base, so that was a little tricky. So on the second eye, I went ahead and put down a cream colored shadow to set the eye, and then I went in with the shade, and it made it a lot easier. I just used my e.l.f. Bite Size eyeshadow in Carnival Candy. It has this nice cream shade right here. It was just the first one I saw that I reached for. And I went ahead and put the cream on the rest of the eye that doesn't have the brown. So we're pretty close. I feel like this one's maybe a little bit lighter. probably because all that pigment stuck to one place. So on this eye, so I'm just evening these up. Just wanted to show you guys what I'm doing. Yeah, I think the colors are coming closer together now. Not used to working with a tacky base. It's been a while because the Ulta dries down pretty quickly. Maybe that's another reason why I like it so much. There is definitely a time and a place for tacky eye bases though. Okay, so next up we're going to go into this dark green Desert Spoon right here. I'm going to, oops, can you see that? Yeah, okay. Desert Spoon right there. I'm going to be adding that kind of to the outer corner and moving in. Because this outer corner shade I was basically just using to deepen up the green a little bit. So I'll basically kind of start at the outer corner and move in, so you'll see a little bit of a gradient. For that, I am going to try a blending brush, but maybe something just a little bit smaller, like a tapered blending brush. This is a Morphe, can't read, M411, and it's just a nice tapered blending brush. So dipping into Desert Spoon, that matte green, and I'll make sure to tap it off. Good thing is I don't have my makeup done yet. So yeah, I'm putting this on the outer corner, pretty much covering up Infinite Echoes, which was that first shade that I laid down, to get the deepness of the green that I want. And then I'll bring the green in a little bit without the darkness, so that we'll have more of a gradient. So in a way, I'm making my own shade, I guess. There you go. I don't know if you can see that, but it's definitely lighter on the spot that doesn't have that brownish, purplish shade. So yeah, I like that gradient. Okay, cool. So I'm going to do that on the other eye, and for time's sake, and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. I have those green, or that green blended on top. So I don't know if you can see it, but like right there it's lighter and here it's darker. So next step, I'm going to go into this beautiful shimmer shade called Earthbound right here. So we're going to go into that shade. I will be spraying it for sure. I'm going to use the Jaclyn Hill JH41 brush that I like using so much on my shimmers. Yep, this is a soft one, just like I expected, so I definitely will be spraying it. Okay, and then this is going to cover the rest of my lid, and it'll go up into the crease a little bit because I have my hooded eyes, so I like to be able to see my shimmers when my eyes are open. Now I'm just kind of blending back and forth to kind of make the matte and the shimmer a little bit more cohesive. So there we go. That is that look right there. I'll be right back with the other eye. Alright, so here we go. This is what we look like now. I am going to pop off camera and do my complexion real quick, and then we'll come back and we'll do under the eyes and the inner corner. together, so I will see y'all in just a minute. Alright, I am back. I have all those grains blended on my lid, so here's what we look like. So now we're going to start on our lower lash line. I have my complexion and everything on as well. Everything that's on my face I'll list in the description box below. So for my lower lash line, I think I'm just going to use this matte right here. Just because I don't think we got like as much of that showing as we do the rest of them. I'm going to use this pencil brush right here. This is from the BH Crystal Quartz collection. This is the number 10 brush. Love this brush. Okay, so we're going to go into Desert Spoon. We're going to tap off our brush so we hopefully don't have any fallout because I've already set everything. Yeah, I wanted to be able to see this color without it being darkened up. Kind of smoke it out down below. Alright, let me do the other eye. I'll be right back. Alright, so there is the lower lash line. Now we need to do our inner corner. For our inner corner, I think we're going to use this pretty shade right here called Heart Dog. It's described as a pale golden pewter with high shine metallic finish. I figured that sounded really good. So I'm going to go in with the same brush I was using on my lower lash line. I'm just going to clean it off in the color switch so that I don't have any green coming off. I will spray this. Oh yeah, that's nice and bright. That's pretty. Kind of bringing it up into my upper lash line and down into my lower lash line just a little bit, just to really brighten up that area since it's a dark look. That looks good. Do the other eye. Oh, sorry, you can't see. How about that? Okay, I think we are pretty even. Yeah, that looks good. So there you go. There's the inner corner right there and the finished eye look. So let me pop off camera and do my lashes real quick and I'll be right back with you. Okay, I am back. I have my lashes on now. So the final look is complete. So this is what we're looking like. I'll go to the side. And then the other side. So there we go. So that wraps up look number 2. I will see you guys back shortly for look number 3. Well, hello, welcome back for look number 3. For this look, we're going to be playing with the blues in this palette. So I'm going to be playing with both, what is this one called? Midnight Courage right here, this deep navy blue, and then Flying High, which is like a blackened teal color is how they describe it. So we are going to be playing with those shades today. I'm not sure if I'm going to incorporate any other shades in there. But those are going to be our core shades that we are working with today. I want to see how that navy blue performs. It swatched beautifully, so I really don't have any doubts that it's going to perform well, but you know, you never know until you get it on the eyes, right? Swatches aren't the same as how they perform on the eyes. Alright, so I am using a Morphe M411. It's a tapered blending brush, and I'm dipping into that deep navy blue shade, Midnight Courage, and I'm going to start building this up on my outer corner slowly, so that I don't go overboard with it, because oh, and this eye is watering lovely. I have already primed and set my eyelids. I used the Urban Decay Primer Potion in Eden again, and it's a real tacky primer, so I set it with just a cream colored shadow, nothing special, so that I'd be able to lay these shades down and be able to blend them easily. I learned my lesson from look number 2 with this primer. Okay, so you can see it's starting to get built up pretty good on the outer corner. I'm going to go ahead and start bringing it into my crease. I'm doing kind of more packing than blending right now for numerous reasons. One, I don't want the shadow to go everywhere, and 2, I have, you know, aging eyes, so it's better to kind of pack on the color before I blend. Alright, I am back. I have that blue all laid down and blended as much as I'm going to right now. So that's what we look like right now. So now I'm going to get a shader brush. Let's see, what brush am I using for this? Yes, my trusty Jaclyn Hill JH41 brush. And I'm going to be dipping into this shade right here, Flying High. And I will get it wet because, again, their shimmers are really soft. And I'm going to put that all over my lid. So, let's see how this turns out. It's definitely going to be a very dark look. But I definitely wanted to try out this navy blue, and it does not disappoint. It's a very good navy blue. It builds up slowly, which is how I like my deep mattes to work. I don't like them to have tons of pigment right off the bat. So it was easy to build it up and then blend it a little bit. And so now I'm going to put the shimmer down, and then if I need to do any blending, we'll do it from there. Alright, so here we go. We're starting. I'm actually going to start on my inner corner even though the matte is there. Just kind of go over that matte. Oh my gosh, this shade is gorgeous. And it had no problem laying down over that matte. Wow. That is a really pretty shade. And it goes perfectly with this navy blue. Honestly. It's described, this one is described, what is it, Flying High, as a blackened blue teal base with flecks of multicolored shimmer and sparkle. I don't really see the multicolor shimmer, but that's okay. I see plenty of sparkle. And I think it matches up really, really good with this navy blue, which was probably her intention. So there we go. That is what that eye looks like right now. We're going to do the same thing on the other eye real quick. off camera to save time, and I'll be right back. All right, I am back, and so this is what we're looking like now. So that shimmer was really, really deep. It's almost as deep as the navy blue, so they blend perfectly together. So yeah, I really like that. So what I'm going to do is go off camera and clean up my face a little bit because I have some fallout, do my complexion, and then I'll come back and we can finish the lower lash line and the inner corner. So I will be right back with y'all. Alrighty, I am back. I have finished my complexion, so everything that is on my face I'll make sure to put in the description box down below. I always try to do that, just FYI if you're ever wondering what's on my face. I always try to link, or not link, list what I'm wearing on my face down below in the description bar, or not bar, the description box. So now we're going to work on our lower lash line and our inner corner. For our lower lash line, I'm going to use that shimmer, the same shimmer I put all over my lid, called Flying High right here. Right there. That shade right there. So let's go ahead and start with that. I will be spraying my brush because I have set everything with powder and I definitely do not want fallout. So hopefully spraying my brush will do the job. Alright, so I'm just going to start at the outer corner and work my way in. And since this is such a deep smoky look, I'm going to take it down a little bit. So anyways, yeah, I'm basically pressing it on instead of blending it because I don't want fallout. This is such a pretty color. Alright, let's do the other eye. Now I'm kind of doing the back and forth motions now that it's dried, but not by much. I mean, like, I'm very, very gently touching my eye just to kind of smooth it out. Okay, so now I need an inner corner highlight. I'm thinking, since this is such a dark look, that this shade Magellan's Light will actually go pretty well with it. So I'm going to try that one. We've already tried this lightest shade here, Heart Dog, so I wanna try a different shade. For that I'm using a Morphe X Jaclyn Hill JH42 brush right here. Okay, so I'm going to dip into that and I will be getting it wet. Alright, let's see what this looks like. Hopefully it works with these colors. I think it will. Yeah, I think it's working. I don't know if you can see that just yet, but you'll be able to see it shortly once I bring it up a little bit. It's a really nice neutral color. I think you could actually get a neutral look out of this palette. But anyways, that is what the inner corner looks like. I think that looks good with these shades. So yeah, there we go. I think that's as good as it's gonna get. So there you go. I think that brightens up that inner corner nicely since it's such a dark look. So now I'm going to pop off camera and do my lashes, and I think that's it, and I'll be right back. Alright, I am back with my lashes on. I'm using the House of Lashes Iconic lashes. Hopefully you can see those. Yeah, you can see those. Sorry, looking over at my monitor to make sure you guys could see the lashes in camera. As promised, I want to show y'all what I think you could make a neutral look with in this palette. I think that if you used this shade right here, sorry, let me get where I'm trying to get right here. It's called Infinite Echoes. So if you use that shade right there, and then you could use any number, there's 3 different shimmers that would make a beautiful, more natural look. So you could use this shade right here, or you could use either of these 2 shades right here. I think that these 2 shades would make a gorgeous neutral look. That's the word I'm looking for. A gorgeous neutral look that paired with this shade right here. So yeah, I think you could definitely get a neutral look out of this palette, but overall it's a dark, colorful palette. So it gives you options, right? So anyways, so this is the 3rd look and final look. So tell me down in the comments which look is your favorite look. And keep an eye out. The quintessence video should probably already be up, and I'll make sure to link it in the cards and down below in the description box. And then I will be working on the last palette, which is called Radiant Reflection. So this will be the next palette that I'll be doing 3 looks, 1 palette with, and this is what it looks like, just so you know. More bright, bold colors, lots of fun. So be looking out for that as well. And I'll try to link once I've done this palette, I'll try to link that in the videos for the first 2 palettes that I did the 3 looks with. So with all that being said, I want to say thank you so much for watching. I hope that you are having a great day or evening wherever you are in this world. I hope that you are staying safe. I hope that you're staying healthy, and I look forward to talking to you again soon. Bye!